Hey guys, what's up? In this video, I'm going to be showing you Parrot 2. Stay tuned. Okay, so Parrot 2 is an application that allows us to wirelessly share and connect from any device. And what's really cool about this is that it allows us to use our computers on projectors, maybe Apple TVs, whatever the case may be. We can AirPlay directly to it, and it works very easy. We can also do it with Chromecast, and you can actually use Reflector to broadcast as well. And I'll show you how that works in just a second, but I just wanted to show you the page that you find it on. It's made by the same people who make the application Reflector, which, if you haven't seen my Reflector 2 video, click the link. There will be a link to it somewhere on the screen here now. But you can use it with Reflector, which is awesome. So here you go. You have Parrot sending a signal to Reflector. It can send to the Apple TV. It can send to Google Chromecast or Roku, I think it even works with. But zero adapters are needed. This is all done completely through the Wi-Fi or your network for that matter. The big screen is your screen. Parrot Remote, which is a really cool application, and and that's it for this page. So let's go ahead and actually do a demo of it. Now this is where it's going to get a little tricky. So I actually have running in the other room my MacBook. And my MacBook has Reflector 2 installed on it. And I'm actually just going to go ahead and use Parrot to display my Mac Pro screen to my MacBook. So let's say I was giving a presentation to someone that needed to see my computer screen, but they're maybe in another room, or maybe they're nowhere near me. I could easily, but they're on the same network, I could easily do this and show them exactly what I see. So here's how it works. Up in my top menu bar on a Mac, there is a little Parrot icon. If I click on that, it brings up some options for me. The first one is my display and all of this fun glory. We'll talk about these controls in just a second. But then I have to choose what I want to display. So I can have my full display. I can extend my display. I can show just an application. I can send audio only. Or I can do media, which is really cool as well. You can actually bring in media files. Let's say you want to connect to Apple TV and watch a movie that's on your computer but not necessarily show up on your Apple TV. You can use this to do it as well, and it's really easy to do. So for the sake of this video, because I don't really want to give us screen inception, I am just going to go ahead and send my web browser, in this case, all windows of Google Chrome, and we are good to go. So all I have to do now is select my MacBook. So you can see my MacBook is there in the list. I select it, and you are going to go ahead and start seeing my Mac Pro, which is right here, appear on my Mac Pro. Essentially, it's appearing on my MacBook, and you're seeing my MacBook screen on my Mac Pro. Like I said, this is really confusing the way I had to do this to be able to screen record it for you guys. It was either that or I'd have to be running ScreenFlow on both computers at the same time, and I really did not want to do that. This just seemed a little easier. So as you can see, I can scroll, and it is, for the most part, real time. It might be a little lagging behind just because of the fact that I am using so much Wi-Fi bandwidth to be able to do this demo for you guys, but I really wanted to make sure I captured this demo. So this works with any type of connection you want, but like I said, there were some additional controls that I've now activated. One thing I can do is I can go ahead and disconnect the connection right here, right now. I can also pause the connection, and you might be wondering why you would want to do this. Well, pausing the connection actually is pretty smart. Let's say you have something up on the screen. Maybe you're a teacher, and you have something up on the screen for the students, but you want to be able to use your computer while they're working on, but you want that information to stay up on the screen for them. Well, rather than having to walk up to the front of the room, freeze your projector, or maybe you don't have a freeze button on your projector, what you can do is just within AirParrot, you hit this pause button. Now, if you look, I'm scrolling on the page. I'm at a completely different point on the page, but the image on my MacBook is staying the same. So I can freeze it on whatever area I want them to remain on. So it's a really cool thing. And when you're ready to start up again, you just hit the play button. Let me make sure you guys can see. And you can see I'm back in complete control. What I see is what they see. So that is AirParrot. I realize this is probably very confusing the way we had to set this all up for you guys today. And when you want to disconnect, you just click the device again and it disconnects from the device. So that's it for this video, guys. Extremely big thank you to the folks over at AirParrot for making this demo possible. If it hadn't been for them, I probably would have never found out about this program. It's an extremely useful program. It works really well. It's very easy to use. One of my favorite features of it is that you can actually set it to display media, open a piece of media, and then it will AirPlay or mirror the video up onto the big screen. So it's a really cool piece of software. It's very powerful in what it can do. Again, this is AirParrot 2. It is $12.99. It works on both Mac and Windows PCs. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.